Kalahari Rally organisation has to do so much to make sure that the competitors and service crews and staff are well prepared and organised and have all the facilities available for every stage. A typical day starts at about 3 in the morning for the staff to make sure the meals are prepared for the stage. The lunches are prepared for all the competitors and crews as well. So it's quite an operation that has to happen behind the scenes. In total, it's about 60 staff. Plus additional casual staff. So you're looking at a total of about 70 to 75 staff to run this event. You know, the mechanics and the crews and teams also have their days set up for them. They're going to make sure the cars are firing, the bikes are firing, and then make sure the rider or the drivers have got all the equipment they need for the stage. They then finish that morning, then set up or they'll strike campsite, move to the next bivouac, which could be a 600-kilometer drive, and then wait for the competitors to arrive again, start working the vehicles that same night. So they'll only get to bed at maybe 11 o'clock, sometimes 12 o'clock, sometimes 2 in the morning. So you could have a service crew actually having only 2 hours sleep in literally 2 days. Stage 3, one of our signature stages, as we said in the previous episode, is going to be a fantastic day for the competitors, running in the dunes along the Namibian border, just with some fast flying dunes, some technical riding, and just the navigation. It's just going to be phenomenal, just a typical Dakar type stage as well. This area runs in the Kleinmeer area, which is very significant to Kalahari, with the Kleinmeer community that's just so involved with the event that are supplying some of the meals today. And also an area where the old Khoisan Bushmen still live in the same traditional ways they used to many years ago. And some of the competitors will come across them along the route. Is going to have a really fantastic rally today, or stage today, and will be racing in areas that is nothing like this in the world. So quite a special and unique stage for Kalahari Rally. Stage 3 saw Charon Moore, the KTM factory rider, taking the stage by 15 minutes ahead of John Kelly, the Botswana-based rider, with Gary Pretorius in third, Gert van der Berg fourth, and Henty Honeycomb running up the top 5 in the motor division. In the side-by-sides, Jeff Minott and Siegfried Rousseau won the stage quite convincingly there, ahead of Jean Lotta and Nuno Santos. In the auto category, Terence Marsh and Rian Kralin, again just being consistent and taking the win ahead of Eben Basson in second place with a good 25 minutes.
Garth, we just finished the visit with the people from the Northern Cape Tourism. I guess it's nice to have them, and important, very important for the event.
Absolutely, Marcel. You know, without the local authorities, this won't happen. You know, the setting up the landowners. You know, going through 40 farms just in one area. Tomorrow's another few farms, and then day 5 is going to, or stage 5 is going to be about another 20 farms. So without the Northern Cape Tourism and this community, you know, that these farmers that allows us to race on the land won't happen. So Northern Cape Tourism Authority has been instrumental in helping us and bringing exposure and showing what this area has got for rally. And wow, I mean, you are out there to see. I mean, it speaks for itself.
First and foremost, I must welcome the initiative that have been taken to bring this event at ZFM District Municipality, particularly in David Cape and in this small area like Rietfontein to host you. We are honored to have this rally here, and I think the community of this place will never forget the day of today.
I think it was stage 2. We got some long straights coming up, and as you can see, the car's got absolutely no windscreen. And coming down this fast straight, one of these birds had lifted up, and because we were going at such a pace, it just came through the windscreen, hit me square on in the face. Feathers everywhere, but we keep going. And then about 10 minutes later, I feel something on my shoulder, and I look to my right, and the bird's sitting on my shoulder. So we keep going, and we just basically, I grabbed the bird, just stuck it out the front windscreen and just chucked him out. And the car behind us, they said, came up to us that evening, it's like, what did you throw out your car? And we hit a couple of birds, and luckily they survived.
Stage 4 will take place at the picturesque Gurupan Lodge, and absolutely beautiful dunes, rolling dunes and very technical dunes, making it very, very difficult driving, and of course making sure that the navigators are kept frosty during the stages. The other part as well, which is very unique to Kalahari and in rally, is that we brought in the service area. So there's 2 points where at the Gurupan Lodge where the service crews will see the competitors. Every 100 kilometers I will see the competitors and interact with them, so that's going to be quite special as well. Today's stage 4 was quite tough for the competitors. It really tested the drivers and the nav, and especially the degree of difficulty in regards to the how the dunes ran. There wasn't a very good flow in the dunes. It just kept on keeping you guessing all the time. The run-ups were short and very steep climbs, getting the guys stuck. There were negative cambers, so the guys went through some really tough sections today. And it really took a lot of concentration, making sure that the guys really thought about the stage and how they approached the stage. And that really made it for a very interesting and fantastic, another signature stage for Kalahari Rally and for the competitors. Sharon Moore, the KTM factory rider, taking the stage win ahead of John Kelly with just over 4 minutes. In third place, Gary Pretorius, Gert van der Berg in fourth, and Henty Hanekom in fifth. In the side-by-sides, Jeff Minute and Siegfried Rousseau taking the stage win again ahead of Hamish Harrell and Carl Westhuizen. In the order category, Rian Gralen and Terence Marsh, Mr. Consist himself, taking the stage win again, but not far behind with literally 30 seconds. Eben Basson and Gerrit Skutter. And in third place was Philip Boot and Roelof Jansen van Rensburg, followed by Deel van Breda.
Today, stage 4 was actually better than yesterday, but we ended off nicely, and we still on top of what we wanted to achieve to thus far, so very happy for the results thus far. So we've been talking about it in the car this morning. It's an amazing event. It's actually something that you don't realize that it's on your doorstep. So doing something like this is probably the closest that you'll come to a Dakar experience. So this is probably the reason why we're doing this, is to get that seat time and doing preparation towards the bigger dream. of Dakar. Last season, if you take the whole SACS season combined, the time that you spend inside the vehicle is the same as what we're doing here in a week's time. So for us, it's precious seat time. It's experience that we're building. And I think the main objective is just to see it through and get to the end, yeah, and to finish the race off with a smile. That's the main objective.
Stage 4 was an awesome day. Navigation was really tricky today. I got into such a good rhythm in the morning, didn't make any mistakes and caught up right to the front of the pack, and was feeling really confident. After the first refuel, I made one navigational error, cost me a couple minutes, but after that got into a good rhythm and finished strong. It was a bit of an up and down day. A whole lot of guys got lost, cut pieces of the track, so it's going to be interesting to see what the results are today. So this is my first rally and it's been a real eye-opener. So I came here as prepared as possible, but you can't really prepare for things you don't know. So it's been a good learning curve, just figuring out what to do and when to do it. And you know, my advice to anybody that's coming to do a rally would be, you know, prepare and prepare some more.
In regards to challenging repairs, we had to do an engine swap last night with one of our customers, with the riders with the 450 2014 model, which the engine suffered some damages and we didn't have the required parts for a repair, but luckily we did have a donor motorcycle, a 2017 500. So we decided to do an engine swap. It was a late night's work, a late night's job. I think we finished in the early mornings, but got the bike running again, ready to start the next stage.
Stage 5 will run along the Botswana border fence in the Van Sailsrus area and run along beautiful fast-flowing dunes with exceptionally difficult navigation. The stage will be just shy of 900 kilometers and will eventually finish in Mafeking on the liaison. So it's going to be a very long day for competitors and service crews, and we hope to see them all certainly back at the bivouac.